That's one they like arguing with Afghanistan. They're arguing with Afghanistan people's like, yo, we don't need y'all here to protect us. Biden's like, word? Alright. Word? Alright, bet. See you later, King. We definitely, I said America definitely does that because one of the reasons I think is because you know it's just to set like a precedent. Don't fuck with us, all right, we're good right now. We're at the top. We're gonna stay at the top. Okay, fuck anyone else. Yeah, America is the strongest superpower in the world. Yeah, but I mean. Yeah, but when it comes to yeah, but they would never do that. Yeah, but they would never do that. I'm saying people are nationalists. They all the country like America is one of the biggest one of the biggest countries. Because even though it's broken up into states, you know, we're all still U.S. You know, all the other countries they're broken up. There are so many countries in other continents that they're all broken up. You know, so it's hard for them to really unite because even though Russia and Ukraine right next to each other, speak the same goddamn language, look the same, you know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why that's what I'm saying. It would be so hard for them to unite. United States, at least, even though we have a lot of conflict within the inside, we're still a big ass country that's providing a lot of military power. You know, it provides a lot of soldiers on the ground, and we could have inner conflicts with each other all we want, but what makes us the strongest superpower is our military strength. You know. Honestly, I agree with you unless someone else strikes first, because history has always been like that. We have always had conflict, but things like 9/11, Pearl Harbor, all those tragedies, niggas were like, yeah, nah, fuck all that, fuck these niggas, sorry. like I don't give a fuck what you represent. We're American. Fuck these niggas. But you mean like if we decide to go to war or something? Yeah, I get it. Also, because it has, let's say it had like this country. That's one thing that a lot of people think. They think this country being divided is a new thing. This country has always been divided. It was found divided. All right, like exactly. Like this country has always been divided. All right, and so like I said, and it's proven again that we will come together if we get if us as a whole get attacked. As I said, we like Pearl Harbor. Like I said, racism was a very much bigger thing than it was now back then, you know. But we still came together. We still had, back military units, Even if it was some sort of segregation inside the army, there still was represented. They still fought. They still, defended this country. Like we still came together even to a certain extent, and I think that helped a lot, So I like I said, it is proven that no matter what conflict that we have, whenever something tragic happens to this country, we stand together. And the only bad part about it is we usually stand together for just as much time we need to kick the other place's ass, Right after that, that's when we slowly getting back. Like it's kumbaya for a little bit, but you see it slowly getting back to like how it was. Sometimes it's a better version of how it was, but still how it was. Yeah. That's the one thing. That's the one thing I always loved. That I always loved about this country is that history proved that like we may have inner conflict, but once some outside force fucks with us, we're like, all right, all right, like same thing. Like I always learned that even though I'm only child, I always learned that with my cousins and with family. It's like, yeah, we could talk shit to each other all we want. As soon as someone outside the family comes in,
It's like,
it's
yo,
a
watch your
problem.
mouth. Yeah, like, watch your
Exactly, like,
fucking
watch your
mouth.
fucking mouth, right? Yeah, like, I said, like, we fuck with each other all we want, could do whatever, but as soon as a third party comes in, like, alright, see, now you walling the fuck out, B. Yeah.
Have the unity that Ukraine has. Like,
But the only thing, I'm gonna say the only thing about that is China is because, like, it's not, it's a, I don't want to say military state, that's not the right word for it. It's not, yeah, but you know what I mean, like, yeah, like the government controls what you do, like they have a very big part of it, so that's why it's so fucking. Oh my god, I just thought of South Park. when Cartman was terrified because he saw the Olympics in Beijing, and he saw them like all united. He went to the Chinese restaurant dressed as a Chinese guy, like buck teeth and fucking like the Vietnamese hat, and he said, "Oh, what's our plan to take over America?" Like what? Shooting niggas in the dick. He's like, Butters, what the fuck? He's I shot him. He said, you don't shoot someone in the dick. You don't shoot someone in the dick. That's not what we're about, Butters. And someone else comes in, he's like, Butters, shoot him, Butters, shoot him. He shoot him. He's like, Butters, not in the dick.
oh, that was some.
What?
That was when Butters just kept shooting
Yeah,
niggas in the dick.
yeah, after like the third nigga Butters shot in the dick, Cartman was like, he just like took off his disguise and said, "I'm done, man. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm not part of this. I don't want to be a part of whatever you're doing, Butters. All right." I was like, yo, probably that's usually how it ends for him. Yeah, niggas, Carmen was terrified. He said, "I saw. People don't think I saw, but I saw. When I saw how unified China was banging those drums, the numbers they had, and how unified they was. I knew it was a matter of time for this country." I was like, yo, this nigga Carmen. Yeah, that's one of the catch-22s about this country. Like this country, people like this country, or I mean, from excuse me, one of the not like, but one of the benefits about this country, at least before, was like it was so diverse. That this is the home of the free. It was a country literally built on immigrants. But that same thing is what's causing a lot of the dividing between us because we're all different, because like you said, we all look different. A lot of people have a problem with that. Other countries, they look the same. That's why they could be unified. They speak the same language, they look the same language. So one of America's biggest like assets is this biggest liability.
Wild
Which is
as
just
fuck.
very, very
Wild
very
as fuck. I promise you, y'all niggas not hearing from me, bro. I'm fleeing the country, nigga. The moment I hear a draft.
Facts. I'm gonna go straight down. I'm gonna go straight down to the recruitment office and be like, alright, Lionel Beru, he's trying to leave the country. Terry Johnson, trying to leave the country. Get these niggas. Go. Go get these niggas. Get these niggas. Get these niggas. Why is part of the U.S. stupid? How am I gonna get detained? They're like, I came here legally from another part of the U.S. That makes sense. This nigga, you from another part of the U.S. Oh, you're going to jail, sir. Bro.
Thankfully, DR is fucking like independent, bro.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying, yo, this nigga fleeing the DR right now. Get that nigga. Get the nigga right now. He's on this
Bro,
plane.
all
Get
the
that
Dominicans in the Heights, nigga. The Heights is gonna be fucking empty.
Shut them heights.
Nigga.
Shut them heights.
The
Shut them.
Bronx.
All planes in the East Coast, land them now. I'm like, right fucking now. They're like, oh sir. Exactly. And they're gonna be like, alright sir, so can I sign you up? I said, oh nah, I can't join up, bro. I got a long a long thing.
You got a free Jeep Wrangler.
I'm gonna say I could get another car. All right, my name is Darius Wilson. Let's go. Lionel, yo, make sure that nigga's trying to go to DR. Make sure you get that nigga right now. Right? And yeah. They're gonna get on the plane. Lionel, you Lionel? Lionel's like, nah, that's not me. He's like, nah, this is him. Can I talk to you, sir? Oh, come on. Like, they're gonna have a picture. They're gonna have a picture that like I gave them. I'm like, nah, this is this nigga right here. Not even. They're gonna be like, yo, this him? I'll be like, yeah, that's him right there.
They're like, well.
Yo, what up, bro? We're going to war. I'm like, what up, bro? We're going to war.
Are you Lionel rocks me.
Lionel. Let's go, bro.
Pop out. Let's go. I got this shit bulletproof. Nigga, not missile, though.
Bro, don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry about that, bro. I got a mounted gun on top. We good. I got a mounted gun on top, bro. Bulletproof. Come on.
Shit from 2003, bro. This shit not even fucking new, nigga. This shit got 150 miles already in that bitch, bro.
Sound like a bunch of hating ass niggas. Let's go to war.
That's it.
Let's go to war.
Shit is on his last legs.
Like, I ain't going to war by myself. Come on, my niggas, let's go. I ain't going to war by myself. Let's go. I need y'all niggas. I don't want to be alone in the war. Exactly. I want to be traumatized. I want to be traumatized when Lionel gets shot in front of me. Like, I want to have PTSD.
I don't want to get shot.
I want to have PTSD because you're gonna be the nigga that's low-key wilding out, Lionel.
Damn.
You gonna be the nigga that wilding out, bro. Like, that war shit fucked with you. Yeah, that war shit fucked with you, bro. You gonna be popping off at everybody, bro. And they gonna catch you lacking, man. Well, I hate that. I really hate that. We definitely need to support our veterans more. They're fucking. They've been going for 3 years straight. Their wife has a newborn baby. Like, we're done. Like, do the math, bitch. I'm gonna look a bit confused. Alright, not almost every time, but it happens a lot, alright? Let's not say almost every time. There's some loyal bitches out there, alright? Shout out to you, loyal bitches. But a lot of time, a lot of time, yeah. Like, there's a movie called, I believe, Brothers. That it's about military. It's about one military brother, and he went off to war, and they thought he died in war, and like
and then his
wife started having feelings with his brother, not with his brother. Oh. His wife started having feelings for his brother, and vice versa. And this nigga's like, then he survived. Like, he was captured by Taliban, whatever. You know, but he survived, came back home, and he had like serious PTSD, whatever. And it was just like a very traumatic scene that happens more than we like to admit. Most likely with a lot of vets. You know, that he was just, and he was seeing the signs and shit, and everyone, and you know, his kids, you know, for the last couple months they've been hanging around their uncle, so like they refer to uncle because now like dad, he's like a cut off person because of the shit he's seen and the shit he's going through. Like, he's cut off, so they refer to uncle, and that doesn't help because now my own kids are hanging out. Like they said, even though they're little kids, they don't know better. They prefer hanging out with the uncle more, and that's fucking with him up, you know. So it was just a very sad yet real movie about, you know, military vets. Yeah. Tobey Maguire is the brother. He's a good actor. Yeah. Tobey Maguire played the brother, and Ryan played the other one. Yeah, Tobey Maguire played the brother.
Heard of the movie though.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire played the brother. You there's a famous scene of him like fucking up a kitchen. I'm not sure if you have seen it.
Oh,
yeah, that's from that movie.
Really?
Yeah. They say, you know what I could do with these hands? You know, he's fucking up the kitchen and all that shit. Yeah, that's from that movie. He's yelling at his wife, you know what I did with these hands? You know, I did this shit for you, and you fucking him and all that. Like, and he's fucking up the kitchen. Yeah, that's from that movie.
That is fucking tough, man.
But I was yelling at that movie, bro. Like, I was not yelling, but I was one of the movies like, whoo. Like, you know when you get really into a movie? Yeah, it was like that. I was like, whoo. Because like he already came back, he started having suspicion, and he straight up told his brother, he's like, yo, did you fuck her? And he's like, what? He said, did you fuck my wife when I was gone? I mean, you thought I was dead, so you know, I understand, but you know, tell me, did you fuck her? You know, and he said, nah, bro. And he didn't though. He didn't. Like they got feelings. I think they kissed once, but they didn't fuck. But still, you know, there was like feelings there. But he's like, yeah, nah, I didn't do it. But like he was convinced that, you know, they fucked. He even told his wife, and she told him like, yo, we kissed, but that's it. It didn't mean nothing, you know, yada yada. And he still was like, yeah, nah, man, I still think y'all fuck, whatever. You know, it was like fucking him up. But then there was a scene that his daughter, again, like 8 years old, whatever, or 10 years old, like, yo, she comes out crazy. I'm like, yo. Like she was like, so oh yeah, I wish you stayed dead, some shit like that, right? Like, I wish you stayed. Yeah, she's like, I wish you stayed dead, and for that why, yeah, she's like 10 or 12, so like one like real young, but like really like fucking mature for her age. She's like, I wish you stayed dead, like that way, mommy and Uncle Tom could be together, shit like that. Like I'm like, yo, like yo, it's like yeah. No, sorry. You bitch, you little. I need to go for a fucking walk. This is gonna. I will look at my wife. This is gonna fuck us up. I ain't gonna lie. But I need to before I rock this little girl. But yeah, like she was saying all that shit. Yeah, 100% that white people shit, bro. What the fuck you talking about?
Just
Like,
yeah, just any Hispanic, just any minority, bro. Like,
so I'm like, what? Like, watching that movie, I'm like, what this bitch say, yo? Like, yeah, that Uncle Tommy and Mom could be together. And she's like, yeah, while you was going, they had sex all the time. I'm like, yo, you bitch. Like, you, like,
are
all
you
right.
like, did you really just snitch on me? And they usually only they usually go crazy and say shit like that because
Yeah.
they know that shit does not concern them,
Yeah,
and
and the mom told her too, like, you know that was a lie. Why would you say that? Or whatever. She's like, oh, I don't like him. I'm like, your father, nigga? I don't give a fuck, nigga. Like, what you mean?
that's your pops.
Like,
Respect him, bitch.
exactly. She's like, I don't like him, you know, all that. And then the little sister is like, always agreeing with the older sister. Yeah, me too. I'm like, all right, both y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up. That's one. Like, if I was the mother, I would have set them straight right there. Like, both y'all niggas need to shut the fuck up. Respect your goddamn father. Facts. Facts. Something is. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking. But yeah, bro. When like, but that's 100. That's 100%. Bro, what you said is 100% white people shit, bro. I'm like, yeah, nah, bro. Both of y'all, I'm like, excuse me. I'm like, the mother, you should have set your children straight when your daughter straight when they said that, you know, the father, like he did what I would have done too. Just like at that moment, I would have been so tight that I need to go for a walk, you know. And that was it. He left. He removed himself from the situation at that moment, and all that, which I think is the smartest thing to do. Um, and then he pressed his wife about it afterwards, and I agree with that. The only thing is like he did it while the daughters were upstairs, and you knew it was gonna get into like you knew it was gonna get into like a real bad kind of argument. I'm like, okay, that part you should have sent like your daughters to your parents' house or something, you know, like
Oh, when
something
he was
like
breaking the
that.
kitchen.
Yeah, like the kids were upstairs, and when he confronted his wife about it that night, and they was in the parents' house, so I would have been like, yo, you know, leave them here tonight, all right? Because you and me need to talk about this shit.
So Toby already he was like, yeah, we got to talk about this shit tonight. He already
Nah, he
said
left. He left. He left. He just left after that. And later on, when they got home, like this nigga was like in the living room, like waiting.
that's tough.
It is. Like he was just in there waiting. You know, she put the kids to bed, and she came down to the living room,
Most definitely
and
was.
this nigga, yeah, he was in that's what it is. No, she came home first. She put the kids to bed. Then he came home after, and he just sat down in the living room, all that. And she called his parents and said, yo, I don't know what he's gonna do. You know, he's acting, you know, a little out there. At that, I'm like, bitch, what the fuck you talking about? But then when she went down, this nigga was in the dark with like a fire poker. Like, I'm like, all right, bro, chill, chill, you about, chill. But yeah, like, I'm like, all right, chill, bro, chill. But
Yeah, nah,
yeah.
that's
So they had an
crazy.
argument, and that's the scene that he fucked
That's
up
what
the
he
kitchen.
used. That's what he used, right? The fire
Yeah,
poker,
to
right?
fuck up the kitchen, yeah. So that's the scene that he fucked up the kitchen and all that. And like I said, the girls were right upstairs. They heard it, obviously. And that's the part that I'm like, oh, that's the part I don't agree with. The children being around during that.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Jarhead
I
is a
also saw
really good
that.
movie too.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Just chilling. Oh yeah, because he really wanted. He's like, yeah, like they said, like, we haven't killed nobody while he's out here. We trained all this for what? Let me take the fucking shot. They said, now we're calling air support. He's like, come on, bro, come on, let me take the shot. Wouldn't matter if we're calling air support. It don't matter. They're like, nah. I'm like, fuck out of here. That's some bullshit. Yeah, but Yeah, I for one like most war movies I see.
Cause they're intense, they're gritty, and that's how it should be, bro. They're
Oh yeah,
they're
it does say
true.
even that's it. Even if it's not like I said, both movies we just said, fucking even though it has its scenes, both Jarhead and Soldier, like they're both like it's not the most action packed movie, but like you said, it's very realism. It has a lot of realism to it. Like you said in Jarhead, they saw a lot of shit, but like they really didn't see any combat. And a lot of soldiers are like that. A lot of soldiers, exactly. A lot of soldiers are like that. So it's like it's not just you're a soldier, you automatically killed a bunch of people. Like no, a lot of soldiers, they don't actually see any real combat. They see a bunch of, they do see death and they do see shit, but they don't see like some combat. And then you got movies like Soldier that they show him what he went through while he was captured. Yeah, they show him what he went through while he was captured a little bit, but most of the movie was mostly him coming back and dealing with it and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like realism and stuff like that, even if it's not just about the straight action of like war, it's still like the realism of what goes on.
Mhm.
And I find incredibly interesting.
Yeah.
Now,
One
one
hundred
movie that
percent.
does have, yeah, definitely. And one movie that I think is good that does have like a lot of action in it, and it's a good war movie. It's called The Lone Survivor.
I heard of
I
that
think
one. Who the fuck?
Mark Wahlberg is in it.
Mark Wahlberg is in that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a really really good movie.
yeah, and it's a good movie. Um, but do you care for spoilers? You don't care? Lionel? You said
Oh
you saw it,
yeah,
right? Or
I don't really care for the spoilers, but yeah.
like yeah, like both like for instance, some people don't like it because like for instance like I think Gabby and what else? I think